Hello, card pick scientists, good to hear, and welcome back to my DreamWorks DVD collection. So we're on part 5 now, so here we go. Next thing we got here is Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. 4 stars, such a light, it's a gas, says Daily Telegraph. Here's the front, side, and the back. Crazy, silly, funny, and delivered out of sugar rush speed, says as Edward from Sunday Time. 4 stars says The Guardian. 4 stars says Daily Sun. 4 stars says The Times. Special features include the really cool adventure, the Captain Underpants motion comic. The Captain Underpants Guide of Being a Hero, the Professor Poop Pants, totally original and super cool guide to be a villain, and Missing Underpants, delete things, and still scandally. Its year contains mild rude humour, comic threat, universal super and here's a disc for Captain Underpants, the first epic movie. Yeah, this is another nostalgic DreamWorks film because I've never seen this movie in cinemas back in 2017 when I was 7.5 years old, and this is at the time when I was coming up to like 7.5. And yes, I've read the books, and they're probably my favourite book series next to Dogman and Diary of a Wimpy Kid. Yeah. And the humour is so funny as well. It's a movie like where I can't stop laughing at, like non-stop. Yeah. And it's got here is How to Train a Dragon in a World. Here's the front, side, and the back. The Friendship of a Lifetime. 4 stars says The Sun. Bonus features include alternative opening, 2 shorts, Bilby and Bird Karma, deleted scenes, The Dragon Shape Chronicles, Welcome to Newburgh, and a deck of dragons, Asteroids, his Dragon Trilogy, here in 60 seconds, feature commentary, and more. PG contains mild violence, language, parental guidance, general view, some of these may be unsuitable for children. Here's a disc for How to Train Dragons in the World. There's an advertisement for Shrek's Adventure, which, yes, I've been there before in London. I've really enjoyed it in 2023. So, I actually think that this is a very touching last How to Train Dragon film. It's a really good way to end How to Train Dragon until it got live action remake, but it was so emotional to the point where it almost compared to the Wild Robot. Yeah. And next thing got here. Oh yeah, and I did see this movie in cinemas as well, like 9 years old. Yeah. And next thing got here is Abominable. Includes 2 original short movies. The perfect family film, says The Sun. Here's the front, the side, and the back. From the creators who brought you How to Train Dragon. Bonus features includes 2 original short movies, deleted scenes, animating Abominable, Your Yeti Care Guide, and much more. The view contains mild threat, very mild violence, rude humour, universal super cool. Here's a disc for Abominable. Yeah, I've never seen this film in cinemas as well. I saw this movie like after school, and that was actually really good. Yeah. It's quite emotional as well. Another emotional DreamWorks film. Next thing we got here is Trolls World Tour. Includes Dance Party Edition. Includes exclusive original short. Thailand goes to school. Here's front, side, and the back. dance, sing, watch, repeat. VIP bonuses include dance party mode, learn and dance mode, sing along, enjoy surprises, and more. Plus an exclusive short time engagement at school and more. It contains very mild threat, rude humour, language, universal law. Here's a disc for Charles World Tour. You got Bob. Yeah, I think this is my favourite out of the Trolls trilogy. Yeah, because it's addition to other characters like Queen Barb, King Trollocs, Delta Dawn, all these different music types, even Tiny Diamond. Yeah. Now, I remember that I was originally going to see this movie in cinemas, but then later on, the coronavirus pandemic came along, and I had to make Disney and Pixar's Onward my last movie in the cinema until then. And then later on, it ended up being a home media release. Well, although it's a theatrical film, it ended up being a direct streaming film at the end. Yeah. I gotta be honest, even though this feels like a theatrical film, but I sort of think that with the home release during the coronavirus, no offense, but I kind of feel like this is a direct-to-video sequel. Like, you know what Disney should do? Like the ones like Lilo and Stitch 2 and Mulan 2 and Planes and Tinkerbell and Tarzan 2. One of that, it's still the best Trolls film, but it would have been better if it was actually released in cinemas, like I hoped it would. And this one here is The Croods, A New Age. Includes coloring sloth mask. Includes two all new exclusive shorts. His front, the side, and the back. The perfect for the whole family. Bonuses include two new short films, Family Movie Night, Little Red Herbal Riot Bread, Dear Diary, World's First Pranks, Delete Scenes, How to Roll Caveman Style, Stone Age Snack Art Attack, Family's Album, and more. Pages contain very mild comic, violence, threat, injury, detail, rude humour, universal rule. Here's a disc for A Crude, A New Age, and here's the little sloth mask. The felt the little sloth from the Crude. There's a little mask of him. Yeah, this is another one I saw in cinemas. Now, just so you know, even though this film came out in 2020, this film actually came out quite late in the UK, yeah. I saw this movie on July 17th, 2021. And I actually enjoyed it. Yeah, it's probably even better than the first one. So, because how colourful and vibrant it was, like, to the point where it always compared to Elemental. And this one here is For Bad Guys. Includes all new, exclusive short and more. 4 stars, a film with fills, waiting twist, says, has aired possible from the Times. Here's the front, side, and the back. Bonus features include exclusive short plus deleted scenes, my verse plan of making the bad guys. He sneaks, frozen pop shot. And some of the crew, it's showtime. And yes, table read from the drawing room and more. PG mild to you who contains mild threat, very bad language, comic violence, rude humour, uses for all. Here's a disc for the bad guys. Yeah, this is also another one of my favourite films from DreamWorks. Yeah. Now, I saw this movie in cinema, I was like, twice. Yeah, actually, twice, yeah. First time was in York, in the Cineworld. But then in my local Cineworld, again, like this one, I saw this one again, my local one. And I really, really enjoyed it. The animation was just so cartoony. And it's almost like a Sony Pictures animation film, mostly like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, due to its 2D and 3D mix-up. Yeah. It's like DreamWorks and like had a little look at Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and decided to take the animation to a brand new direction like no other. So yeah, Bad Guys, total masterpiece, very funny. And here is Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. 4 stars as total film, 4 stars as the Times, 4 stars as Empire, 4 stars as Radio Times. Includes over an hour of bonus features. A fantastic family movie. 4 stars as entertainment focus. Front, the side, and the back. 4 stars as The Observer. 4 stars as Daily Mail. 4 stars as Heat, and 4 stars as The Sun. A new story from the fairy tales of Shrek. Both include the all-new short, The Trident, delete scenes, how to make a paper pareto tutorial, and much more. PG contains mild violence, threats, scary scenes, language, rude humour, universal consequence, some things made on children. And here's a disc for Puss in Boots: Last Wish. Yeah, this is probably DreamWorks Animation's best film of the 2020s decade, next to The Bad Guys and The Wild Robots and Dogman and Compound 4. Yeah. And the animation on this is so colourful and vibrant, and it's also like very Spider-Verse styled as well. So comic book like. Yeah. I can never stop thinking how awesome this movie was. And I love the fighting scenes with mostly with like Puss versus Death the Wolf. Yeah. Death the Wolf is my favourite DreamWorks villain of all time. Let me know in the comments who's your favourite DreamWorks character, or villain, or hero. So that's part 5. Stay in part 6, guys.